this little bag has my drone, my controller, 2 extra batteries, plus a charging docking station and my filters all in one. And I'm going to show you why this is the only drone you need in 2023. So if you've read the title of the video, you know that it's the DJI Mini 3 Pro that we're going to be reviewing today. And before I dive into the features, it's actually showing us one of the features right now. So it's active tracking me. So if I walk forward, I need to vlog, I need to get some drone shots, this thing's going to follow my exact movement, keep me in the center of the frame, and it's going to fly along with me and record me. I don't have to worry about anything that the drone's doing, and it's going to get all the shots for my B-roll. Job done. Just speeds up your workflow. It's just another thing you don't have to worry about. And you don't have to like dedicate all your attention to the drone because it's so hands-free. Let's bring the drone down and I'll show you some more of the features. Right, so I'm just going to throw a micro SD card in the controller and I'm going to screen record it for you guys so you can see the other features on screen as if you were actually using the drone. Right, so as you can see, there we are filming. I'm just talking next to the mic so you guys can hear me. But we've got a screen recording going, so obviously you'll bring the drone up a little bit. You can go over to this top right-hand section here. We can go to master shots. This is one of the first features that it does. And it basically is going to take a number of different shots for us, and it's going to automatically put together a little B-roll sequence of different angles, different ways of shooting, zooming in, zooming out, rotating around, showing the environment that you're in. I can't use it right now because there's a lot of trees with me, but that's basically what that one does. It's quite self-explanatory. Then we've got quick shots, which is one of my favorites. So if I wanted to get a zoom out like it shows there, I can just choose Droney, which is what this one's called. I can move over. It's a bit dark, sorry, I've got an ND filter on. I can choose my subject, and then I can press start. It's going to count down, and then it is going to zoom out for me and get a nice video of itself going up and zooming out. And I could do whatever I want. I could be walking, I could be going on the edge of a cliff. You could just plan different shots that you can use. And then one of the other ones that we can use is actually, you've got rocket, you've got circle, you've got boomerang, and you've got asteroids. They're just all different sort of ones that you can do, which will just quickly get you the shot you need without having to control the drone. And it's just another hands-free experience where you can concentrate on getting the vlog clips. It just gives you so much more opportunity to make cool shots. And then along with that also, you've got hyperlapse, which is just obviously your standard hyperlapse as you would do with a camera. And you choose your first point, and then you move to a second location. So if I was to move like over here and then I wanted it to look down on me here, I could then press the second point, and then I could go a little bit higher, and then it's just basically going to do a hyperlapse for me. It will estimate how many photos it needs to take, and it will get those shots in the order that it needs to, and then it will come back and it will land for you, and you will have a hyperlapse put together instantly. You don't have to do any editing, it does it all for you. So another feature you can actually do with this drone is a more of a manual one at the start, but then it goes into another programmed one. So you can drag any object over the screen like I just have there. It's selected me. I'll just bring it a little bit closer, sorry about the noise, but basically it's going to keep me in the center of the frame now. So if I spin this drone round, if I go up, it's going to keep a look on me there. I can come back down, swing this way. I will stay in the center of that frame, and that drone will track that object. It's just so useful for like flying up to a building and you're worried about keeping that shot dead in center and you don't want to move the gimbal around loads. Just select that subject, fly as fast as you want, fly in any direction, and it's going to stay in the center of the frame. It is so useful, that feature. Another good thing about this drone is it has obstacle avoidance. So it has 4 sensors, I believe, 2 on the front, 2 on the bottom, and 2 on the back, and I think some on the sides as well. So it's got loads of sensors, and you can basically set inside the settings whether you want it to be obstacle avoidance and you want it to brake, so it will stop in its tracks, or you can set it so it avoids the object. I've got it to stop right now, so if I get this drone, if I get the controller, and if I fly it towards me, I hope this works, if I fly it towards me, it should stop. Yeah, see, look, it's stopping. It's beeping on the screen, and there's a red marker on the screen saying that there's an object in the way, and it won't let me go any further forward. Look, I've got the stick holding all the way forward. It's not going anywhere. So that's a great safety feature for new flyers that drone has, but it only works in Cine mode. So you can see here you've got 3 modes on the top. You've got Cine, Normal, and Sport. Go there in the middle, and you slide that dial. Basically, the cinema mode is like the most cinematic mode. It's all smooth movements, and you have the sensors on them. And then when you go to normal mode, the sensors turn off, and it's up to you to look out for objects, because it will just crash into them. It will give you a notification, but it won't stop itself. It will just crash into them. So you do need to be careful when you're setting up your drone to look out for that. Let's bring the drone down and let's talk about some stats about the drone. Let's get into the numbers. I paid £845, I believe. I may be wrong, I'll put it on screen now. And that was for the Fly More kit. So if I get my bag off right now, so you can just buy the drone where you get the controller and you get the drone. But if you get the Fly More kit, I'm pretty sure it's like £120 more. You get a full charging station with 2 extra batteries. So if I press the side here, you can see they're both fully charged, so if I want to fly for some more, I can get the batteries out and change them. So get a load of spare propellers, a load of spare parts for the drone, extra. Obviously you get the bag, the travel bag, but you're mainly paying for the batteries. You're paying for the extra 2 batteries and the extra propellers and this little bag. But normally, if you just buy the drone standard, you get this, and you get this, and a battery. But I do recommend getting the Fly More kit, because the amount of times I've gone, well, I've been flying for half an hour, this thing has 37 minutes of fly time. It's already flashing them at 2 lights on the drone, so I need to change the battery really. The controller lasts forever, but it's always handy to have 2 extra batteries. You might as well, because you'll probably end up getting them in the future anyway, so you might as well just save up, get the Fly More kit, and save yourself some money in the future, and save yourself some time when you're actually filming. So one of the main reasons that everyone's buying this drone is because of this button right here. So if I press C1, oh, sorry, that's to the floor. If I press C2, it's going to change it into vertical mode, and now I can shoot for reels. I don't have to crop in. This is an actual vertical mode that the camera actually shifts to its side. It doesn't just crop in, it actually changes on the gimbal to vertical mode, and now I can shoot all my reel stuff. I can get all these cool angles. I can press the C1 button, which it was originally, and shoot the floor. I could get this cool shot here, look, where I'm going across there. That would look nice on reels, which I actually already have. So that is one of the main reasons why everyone's buying this drone, and probably why you're looking at it as well, is for the reels, because obviously short form content is the way to go right now, unfortunately. But this drone helps you out with that, and you don't have to actually worry about it, because you can just shove it into portrait, and whoa, that was a bit too close to my head, and you can get all your reels that you need. So I'll just quickly show you the gimbal actually moving. So if I press this button, watch the camera, flips it to the side, flips it back. So it's an actual true portrait, which is just retains so much more, sorry, I can't turn the fucking camera around. It just retains so much quality. You don't have to crop in. On other drones you have to crop in. I'm pretty sure this is the first drone that does true vertical and actually shoots portrait for you, and it's so good, and that is one of the main reasons that everyone is buying this. But another main reason that everyone is buying this is because of this little number on the back here. So if you flip this drone upside down, you can see it says 249 grams. And if you know anything about drones and laws and restrictions, anything over 250 grams has to have a license. So you have to like pay for this license. You're restricted to places you can go. It's just a lot more hassle unless you're doing real like big drone things and you need a license, because you're going to be doing that a lot. This drone is absolutely perfect for just ease of use. You can go anywhere. I'm pretty sure it's like 50 meters away from people. You can go residential areas, commercial areas. You've got a lot more freedom. People will still argue, obviously, but if you go on the website, all the information's there. You just have to have an operator ID, so you have to register, which is just literally like a little mini 30-question theory test. You get a number, you keep it in your bag, which I've got now, and if anyone ever asks for it, you just show them it, and that's the only thing you need. And then if you, in the UK anyway, if you want to earn money with this drone, all you have to do is just have the correct insurance. You don't actually need to get a full license to be able to earn money with this drone, which is another bonus. You can just use this, which I'm yet to do. I'm still trying to get a job with the drone. But if I do get one, all I need to do is just make sure I've got the correct insurance and I can go, get paid, have no issues legally. It's just insured, just in case it crashes into someone, that I've got cover for it, basically. Sport mode is actually a fucking joke how quick this drone is for how the size of it is so fast. Jesus. God, it is so fast. That's it really. I don't want to bore you guys with loads and loads of information. You've probably watched 500 videos, because I know I did when I was looking for one. So this probably isn't the first video you've watched on the Mini 3 Pro. You're just probably looking for ways to convince yourself to actually buy one, that you actually need one. And if you're asking me, I say yeah, this is 100% the best drone to buy in 2023. It's all you need. You've got no weight restrictions. You don't have to go out and buy a license. You can take it anywhere you want. It's just handy. It does loads of features for you. It shoots 4K, 24 frames per second. It keeps up with most of the cameras on these newer drones, on these bigger drones. You wouldn't even notice the difference. You've seen the shots that I've shown you through this video. It looks great. There's nothing wrong with it. You can shoot reels. You don't have to crop in. That's another bonus that the other ones don't do. But for me, for price, for ease of use, and for quality, this is 100% the best drone to get in 2023. That was a bit serious, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm going to do a dramatic walk off and get the drone to film me as I walk away, just to make it look nice and cinematic and dramatic for the ending. So enjoy that, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, so I've set up a screen record and I'm going to show you all the features of the drone.